care. So you go inside of a grocery store, the store you always go to. You know the cashiers, you know, the clerks and whatnot. You've seen this young man working at this store for 4 years, okay? But this particular time when you go in, you see that there's a person holding a firearm at that store clerk. You're a concealed carry holder. You walk into this situation. And just so you know, you have the right to defend yourself or another innocent person or to stop a forcible felony. Okay, those are some of the guidelines. Okay? Give you a little context. Now back to the situation. You walked in, the clerk you know is being held at gunpoint. You draw your firearm, and what are your thoughts at that point? Let me let you speak. You walk into the store and you see that. What's going on?
In my mind, I would definitely want to make sure that the person I know is not going to get hurt. So I'm a person that would do whatever I can. I guess you say don't try to be a captain like America or like a hero in some situations, but I know even with Elisa's, like, both of us are kind of like that. We're aware of things that happen around us when we're places in public, and you hear horrible stories and you just wish you could have been there to like help. Or what if someone just would have been carrying in that situation? So for me, I'm kind of still just learning what my options would be in that situation.
Let me ask you,
Being a holder?
Ulysses, what do you do?
Yeah.
Same situation.
Pull my weapon out
Okay.
and start verbalizing commands.
Okay.
Letting them know that they're also in the line of fire if anything does happen.
Okay. That individual who was holding the clerk at gunpoint, he's starting to turn towards you. Now what are you doing at that point?
As soon as I see him turn around, it's my life or his.
Okay, so you are shooting.
I'm shooting.
Okay. Shooting just to stop the threat.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's say that you walked into that situation, that's what you saw, and that's how you acted. And I would think any reasonable person would act similarly, if not like your wife, just avoid, escape. But what you didn't know is that was a undercover FBI agent holding a known terrorist at gunpoint that they've been tracking for 6 years.
See, that's wild.
And they was trying to take him in. So you end up killing an FBI agent. You didn't know, but you still going to jail. I just bring that up because you don't know. And if you make that decision, you have to be willing to live with the decision you made. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that could actually really happen. There's real cases where people walked into a store and they seen it being robbed. And they end up shooting who was actually the store owner who came out the back trying to save the life of the person, you know. There's a person here, the owner came out the back, they're holding the person at gunpoint who's standing in front of who's standing at the register is here. And then the store clerk is on the other side of the register. You got the store owner holding this person at gunpoint. You walk into the store, you think that this person, the owner, is trying to rob this person in the store. You walk in and you shoot the owner. You're issuing commands, hey, stop. You think he's robbing the store and robbing this individual and everything, and you end up killing the owner. I'm not saying that to scare you, because most of the time maybe it won't be that case. But I'm saying that because you need to be aware that that's a real possibility. That you could be shooting the wrong person.
That's why you need to be, when you're carrying, you've got the chance to be in that situation. You have to understand, you walk into it, first thing you find cover, then you verbalize.
Yes.
And I mean, I would assume just shooting would be like the last option you would ever want to do anyway, like, because who knows if the person who's being the, aggressor on the victim, even has a bullet in his gun. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if it's just them trying to get what they want, and they don't even have any bullets in their gun, they're just trying to scare you, and then, or scare them, and then you're taking it to the point of killing somebody over something that was just,
There was a case,
You
I
know?
looked the video up when you all go on break, or you may have seen it. There's a case, I believe it was in Texas. There was a guy in a restaurant, like a little coffee shop, whatnot, and a young black male came in, and he was waving his gun, and he ended up robbing a place. You see that video?
no,
He was
but,
robbing the place and told everybody throw their wallets on the floor. They started throwing their wallets out. He come in the front door. He walked past everybody. People are throwing their wallets out and everything. You saw it?
No, I'm gonna see if you're gonna talk about the same
Yeah.
one.
And then the young black man came back around, and there was a concealed carry holder right here sitting down. So at this point, he's facing the criminal who was walking back towards the door and through the people. As soon as the criminal walked past that concealed carry holder, he jumped up. He shot him several times in the back. Then he went over the guy, shot him some more. And this is Texas. But anyhow, then he kicked the gun away. And then he kicked it again, and then he picked it up. It's like, this is a fake gun. And isn't this all in the video? He threw it against the wall. It's a fake gun. It's a fake gun. And he went over, he grabbed his coat, and he walked up out of there, and he left. And again, no charges was pressed. This Texas, keep in mind, it's not Illinois. It was a fake gun. You know,
so it is the state you live in too. that
Oh yeah,
has
Miles
those rules.
Berry, big time.
Yeah.
Speaking of states we live in South Carolina on Thursday, they just did a execution by gunfire.
I read
Yeah.
that. He chose that.
Yeah, he chose it.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, in this day and age, in 2025, in America, they're still doing executions by fire.
Yeah, he said he wanted to be.
Yeah, he chose it. That was an option.
But they haven't done that option in many, many, many years.
15 years.
But just to think that he said, put me at the gun line.
Oh,
Oh.
so you don't know who got the book?
No, they all got bullets.
Oh, I thought they.
It's
no,
like
that's a
multiple
law.
officers.
Oh, they
No.
so don't-
You
Yeah.
catching it from
Yeah, I thought they, one gun.
When you like, baby, I live, baby, I live. No, and whichever one of them shoots you,
They got
you
the
die.
sharpshooters, huh?
That was a good one.
But my question is, going back.
Go ahead.
Going back to the question of the store clerk.
The store clerk. Okay, back to that.
First of all, like, if you see it,
Yep.
the first response, I think, would be, if you can avoid it, and call. Call first, 911, say we got a robbery or whatever.
What are the two questions you need to be asking yourself?
Can I avoid it?
Is it worth dying or going to jail
Right.
over?
Oh, so like, is everybody else's
I feel
wallet
like you
worth
could
dying
use your
over?
words.
I love you. I don't know if I love you that much.
Yeah. Right.
Situation.
I'm gonna be right outside the
If he
door.
was just after the wallet.
Listen, the best thing you can do in that situation is be a good witness.
Yeah.
Real talk. Be a good witness. I'm looking at it right now. Where are you at? I'm outside.
That was just my answer, call, make a
Yes.
911 call.
That's the
there.
best approach.
Okay.
Man, look, whoa. Hey,
Because you don't even know if he got an accomplice, a person that's in there with him. So you need to avoid it first and call
there's
him back.
so many different, that's the best approach. And we're gonna talk about that even more. We've touched on it, avoiding. But the main thing in a self-defense situation, especially if it's not against you, the best thing for you to do is to dial 911 and be a good witness. I can tell you all about it. He got on this, she got on that. This was going on. This the time, this the place. This what they got in the end. Man, look, I don't need to be able to say today. I'll be a good witness.
Yeah, that's like my main thing. It's just like I don't think being everybody's hero, having the concealed carry permit is what it's about. Or it shouldn't be, right?
Right.
You know?
If you have that firearm on my wife, split second, no doubt about it, regardless of who you are, you know? Kids, go ahead.
Question. How much affecting a person, for example, the guy shooting the guy with a fake gun, but he don't know. So we don't know when it's a fake gun.
Right.
You got people.
You treat it as if it's a
20
real
feet
gun.
away from
Yes.
you can shoot him with your weapon.
Mhm.
How much affect a person like us living with it?
Legally, you're justified. Because if you believe, or if any reasonable person would have believed that that was a real firearm, and he came in waving it, and he came in pointing it, and with the and he was robbing the place with it,
It's a threat.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that it was a BB gun that he had.
The individual
It wasn't the
with
fact that it was a
intent
fake gun.
to rob
They
the
were just
place.
taking all of it,
and
shot
the
him,
world
and
of
shot
laws,
him, just like on the ground.
the
Yeah.
prosecutor only needs to prove the intent. So
Yep.
he went in there brandishing the weapon. You don't know that. You're in fear for your
That's why
life.
Yes.
that's why I'm asking.
Right away.
That statement you just made right there is the number one question that the prosecutor is gonna want to know, as it relates to the reasonable person's ask. Were you in fear of your life? Not, did you feel uncomfortable? Not, did he say something offensive to you? Not, you know what I'm saying? One question, were you in fear of your life? If you act in self-defense and you were in fear of your life, I think any reasonable person would have done the same thing. But if you acted in self-defense and you wasn't in fear of your life, you just acted because of pride. This person bumped you real hard and they didn't say excuse me, and you said excuse me, it was like, yeah, excuse you. Watch where you walking. And you know, it escalate from there. You let pride, get in.
We already in one situation like that, me and my son.
Mm-hmm.
We stopped at buy a lunch and put a dog. He tied on the door at McDonald's. When everything going through on, that two kids, they don't wanna hit me, they wanna hit my kid. They wanna go through both on him. So
That's crazy.
my last option is I don't have carry a gun, but I get my knife.
Yeah.
Because he get a baseball bat, he tried to hit him.
Wow.
I'm between my son and him, and I'm gonna stop him no matter what, because I don't wanna see my kid die for extreme people,
Mhm.
only because of dog. So that's my point. I think that's why I'm here.
Yeah. And I'm glad you all are here, man. Glad you're here. Learning the rules of engagement. You can't, this is a side note, a comment, has nothing to do with the class, but it's a phrase that it pertains to life. You can't win the game if you don't know the rules. Any of you that are on the Facebook business page, at least once a week, you see me posting something about a young man or woman who are getting arrested or killed, something to do with firearms, basically, where a person didn't know the rules and getting in trouble. And I always make the comment, man, my people perish for a lack of knowledge. Because a lot of those situations, let's say a person was driving around, they had a firearm in the car, they jumped out, they took off running, they ended up getting caught with the firearm. And in that situation, there was a guy who had an AR-15. If you want, there's a legal way to do anything you want as it relates to firearms. If it's legal to do, there's a way to go about it. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't always have to be going about it the illegal way. Because you didn't know won't stand up in court. That's why I'm strong on educating people to know the rules of engagement. So if you know the rules, you can win at the game. You know what I'm saying? Because in life, concealed carry permits, or in life in general, you got to know the rules. You got to know how to navigate. Because you can go about the same thing in two different ways. Going about it one way will get you in trouble. Going about it the other way will have you okay.
Or it being okay here, when you go on to another state, it might be different there.
Yes.
So you gotta know
Well,
the
it's
different
simple, if you go across the border, Illinois, or Wisconsin, they can both open carry and concealed carry.
True. But you can't have both at the same time.
No,
Both permits at the same time. In Wisconsin, you can do one or the other. So you can have an open carry permit, which ain't even allowed, period, in Illinois. Or you can have a concealed carry permit in Wisconsin, but you can't do both. Also, it's good to have your Illinois concealed carry license, and that's part of the reason why period's even down here, because Illinois, once you get this license, it gives you access to 38 other states. There's 38 other states that accept Illinois license. But take a wild guess, Antoine, how many states does Illinois honor? No, not even one. Not even
That
one.
don't make sense.
not even Wisconsin.
Now, you can drive 15 minutes and be a whole, I can go up there, I can conceal carry, I can do whatever I want up there, and they have to honor my permit. But a Wisconsin resident with a concealed carry permit, they can't bring their firearm across the border, concealed. They can't operate as if they were in Wisconsin.
It's gotta be in the box.
But I can operate as if I'm in Illinois while I'm in Wisconsin. Y'all understand that?
Yes.
Okay. What'd you say?
I said you have to have it in a case or a box.
Mhm.
Correct, yeah.
And
Loaded.
Loaded.
yes,
Yeah.
there you go. There you go.
Wait, can you explain that again one more time? You can be in Wisconsin and carry as,
So, as a Illinois, when I have an Illinois concealed carry license, you know that allows me to go anywhere in Illinois and conceal carry. But also, 38 other states allow an Illinois concealed carry license holder to come in their state and operate as if they were in Illinois. Okay?
New York, California, no.
No. Yeah, I said 38, not 50. 51. Depending on what, at 51, 52, we're inching towards 52, so anyhow, that's another count. But you can, with your license, you can operate as if you were in Illinois in 38 other states, okay? But no other state concealed carry holder, if you got a concealed carry license in Wyoming, Tennessee, it doesn't matter. No other state concealed carry holder can come in Illinois and act as though,
okay.
There
So
you go.
from here, I can go,
yes,
but other people can't come in.
exactly.